Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Coach Smith with another video. So this video is going to be a little touchy for some of y'all. Um, I'm going to put it like this. I had a lot of mommy issues growing up. A lot of mommy issues. So I've always tried to find love in all the wrong places. You know, you see a lot of these girls out here with daddy issues. A lot of dudes have mommy issues, man. I was not tight with the women in my family like I thought I was, like I see other people. Um, So as I got older, I started to get attraction for older women. And I really never could understand why. So I was with this girl in college, and she was my college sweetheart. We were together for 3 years. My first committed relationship. She ended up breaking my heart because I wasn't ready. We were young, She ended up breaking my heart, so I ended up flunking out of school. I come back home. I met this woman. I was 20 and she was 30. She was interested in me, and then the day before I went back to school, she came and picked me up. I never had a girl pick me up, none of this stuff, wanted to hang out with me. Never had that type of stuff go on. So she picked me up and we hung out and we're talking, and come to find out she was divorced with 5 kids. Okay. I told myself that this is gonna be the first and last time we would ever hang out. That night, Shorty gave me some. I see why she had 5 kids, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you, dog. I'm not even gonna sit here and be. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. So I go back to school, and I had to come back home. So I ended up coming back home, and she was there as soon as I pulled up to the house. Like, yo, what's going on with Shorty? So, long story short, we got together. I ended up marrying this woman. That's a whole nother video. That's gonna probably be like an hour video. Because a lot went on with that one. And while I was married to her, she had 5 kids. Her ex-husband, who ended up marrying her little sister. I will tell you that one. He married her little sister. He made good money. He was a guy. He had 5 by her, but he had maybe like 9, 8, 9 at that time. He had probably like 8 or 9. He probably got like 14 kids now. I'm just being honest with you. And um, he was a provider, and she came from the Pentecostal Kojic way. And if you know, you know. Men's supposed to provide, and women pretty much runs everything else. That's just how it. I don't know how I fell into this trap, but I did. So I tried my hardest to try to take care of this woman and her 5. I tried to give me a full-time job, put them on my insurance. I am trying. All her friends that have nice cars, houses. You know, mind you, I'm 20 years old, bro. I don't even know what credit is. She's just beating me up about it, making me feel bad, calling me a broke this, broke that, and I tried, man. So after that, I got divorced because I was miserable. I was miserable for that whole year. I really was. There was nothing about. I tried because my heart was for her, because I knew what she went through, and I knew how bad she was hurt. I knew it, and I know a lot of people did not like her. The things people would say about her, I used to get so mad, bro. So that's why I stuck around, which doesn't justify my actions, but still I have a big heart. So we end up breaking up, and I end up meeting. So I ended up working at this summer school. There's this woman who I would see, and she just caught my eye. She's very beautiful. I was like, man, who is she? I knew she was older. So finally, I was one of those guys who didn't have a lot of money. I stayed with my dad. I was fighting my way. I was broke. So I had dirty shoes. I didn't school. It was a rough time for me, but she still talked to me. So she would take me home. We would sit outside and talk for a long time, and we would just vibe, man. We would always vibe, and so me and her just ended up hanging out more and more and more. And We never gave each other a title, but we knew we were together. So you guys ask her, where's it going? So she is 16 years older than me. I was 20. She was 36. I was with this woman when she turned 40. She was the longest relationship I had. We were on and off for 7 years straight, I want to say. And she was there for me, like for real. But I was getting to that age to where I was starting to feel myself as trying to really get my feet wet. So I was out here hoeing, and I would be out all night and sleep all day. And her son is maybe 3-4 years older than me. I mean, younger than me. And daughter maybe 5-6. Like, they are very close in age to me. Even her nephews, like, we were all very close. So it was already kind of weird. And her friends like, you dating this young dude, you don't need to be with this young dude. So it would make me mad and make her mad, you know. And so then I would start, she would be the one working, I'd be home all day, and she was pretty much taking care of me. And when I couldn't do things for her, I would beat myself up. And she would make me feel bad, and then when I would cheat or go do my stuff, she would make it just seem so jacked up. And then I started looking at all these other young dudes, these older women, and it's the same pattern. I dated another woman, she had 3 kids. I helped her out of a lot of stuff. But it was, I couldn't do the things that she was already doing for her family. Because a lot of women have to step up, man. And they have their own structure, their own way, so it's going to be hard to even just come in there and, try to take over or try to pick up the slack, because it's not going to be easy. Even the relationship I'm in now, it's not easy. Like, I swear it's not easy. And you got so many people looking from the outside in, they'll say things and they'll drag you down. So then you start beating yourself up. For years, I beat myself up for making that woman feel the way she felt. I felt like crap. I genuinely love that woman. Like, genuinely love that woman. I still have love for her to this day. We are still friends. But I was genuine. And I felt so bad because I could not take care of her. Like, I would dream about me surprising her with a house, car, I'm just doing everything I could do. So, things started getting bad. We ended up breaking up, and every time we break up, she knew how to make me look like the bad guy. And a lot of you older women are stuck in y'all ways. Y'all got some smart mouths, and y'all have bad attitude problems. And I don't know what it is with you women 40 and up, but y'all gotta stop blaming y'all baby daddy for every miserable thing y'all go through. You did something somewhere, but we don't get into that. So I'm talking to these young, but I see more and more young dudes trying to pick up the slack. And I was watching a sermon and someone broke it down for me. They said, if you could control them, you don't have to trust them. My ex-wife, she did that. She controlled me so much because she was let down and put down so bad by her ex-husband and her family, to where all she had to do was control the situation. She wanted to control every situation just so she couldn't trust me, so she can keep tabs on me. Like, she had a leash on me. Like, I couldn't go nowhere, I couldn't do nothing, because she always had to keep track and tabs on me. She could do whatever she wanted to do, but I couldn't. It was one of those. The one who I was with for 7 years on and off, we had that bond. We had that love. But I was not mature enough. And there's a lot of you young men out here dating women maybe 16, 20 years older than you. Even men, same way with men. It could be either or, but I'm talking from my experience. The love and affection can be there, but the maturity can't be. Okay? I don't care how old you are, we all can be immature at times. Especially a young 23-year-old man. Men from the ages of 20 to the ages of 35 are immature young men. When they hit 30 to 35, they're trying to find out who they really are. Okay? They really are. And I'm seeing a lot of you older women with these posts talking about how these men are narcissists, how they did this, how they hurt you, did that. How in the world can your grown butt bring on another young child into your home and expect him to take care of you and your kids. You literally bringing another child into your environment. And the reason why you with a young man is because you want to control them. Or, to be honest with you, you probably got passed around so much by these older men, they don't want nothing to do with you, so you gonna go down and manipulate this young boy to stay with you. But then when he don't do the things you're supposed to do as a man, you want to make his life a living hell. Or put him down, or make him feel like he not man enough. It's a lot of, and then your kids get involved. Kids don't forget nothing. They get involved. They start to feel some type of way. Now your whole house is in chaos, and when your whole house is in chaos, who you gonna blame? You're not gonna blame yourself. You're not gonna blame your kids. You're gonna blame that man, that young man who don't even know how to tie his own shoe yet. That old man who don't even know what credit is. That young man who ain't never paid for a car payment, a mortgage, or rent himself. That young man who you met who was living at his mama house or living at his daddy house. You gotta start thinking up here. And to these young men, don't let these women start manipulating you either, because they will manipulate the heck out of you. And women, I'm going to be so completely honest with you. You have a lot of dudes with you. A lot of men are with these women because they feel bad, or their heart is too pure. They don't want to hurt you, but the whole time they're literally hurting themselves and making more and hurting you worse by staying with you. Some of you men and some of you women have to man up and woman up and just say, look, enough's enough. We got to break this. Stop worrying about that person being mad. Stop worrying about being alone. You got to be ready for your own mental being. I'm being honest with you guys, because there's a lot of dysfunction and there's a lot of hate in this world over something that could have been avoided. So I'm not here to discourage anyone. I'm just asking that you make better choices. Love is love, but don't find love in all the wrong places, because when you do, you're gonna have a hard time getting out of it and getting your life back. So, hey, I encourage you, hey, be genuine, be smart, and look for the future. All right? Because you have a lot of relationships and you have a lot of people who are down because all they had to say was no. All right? So, hey, I hope this sit with you. If you like this stuff, man, please comment, subscribe. I know some of my stuff could be brutal. I know some of my stuff could rub you the wrong way, but somebody needs to hear it. All right? Until next time. Peace.